My name's Anthony Robinson, and I head up digital for independent media. So our first success would be really leveraging our audience, but diversifying, and that has been in the area of e-commerce. And it's been quite exciting seeing how you can actually use print to build a powerful, trusted brand. It's been fascinating for me, who's really, I think, more of a digital native, just to see the power of that kind of physical paper. And also just by consistently marketing a company through print. The power of consistently, through repetition, building trust. So that would be our biggest, I think, success the last year. The other is again through diversification, but in news. And that's the launch of an African news agency. So really a competitor to Reuters. But the exciting thing for us is it's with an African voice. The biggest challenge for us as a group is we, in the last 15 years, have suffered from underinvestment. The group is Irish owned. Most of the money flowed towards investments in Europe. It's been a huge transformation program, really. Firstly, getting our systems to a point where they can support our staff. And that's probably the easy part of the battle. Then the next big challenge for us is actually transforming the organisation from a people perspective. Digital is growing, but print is still very strong. I mean, amazingly, I think for the rest of the world, we still have publications in print that are growing nicely. To produce a quality news experience, you need a smartphone device for the end user. And that transition is now really starting to happen. And I would say in the next 2 to 5 years we're going to be there. We are adopting very much a mobile-first strategy because of that. I think particularly Africa will almost leapfrog the desktop. Most people, the first way they'll consume digital news will probably be on a smartphone. Very much mobile-first. I think the other kind of challenge to take into account in Africa is the cost of bandwidth. It's still very expensive. So we focused very much on making the presentation of our news very bandwidth efficient. So that's absolutely key. But I think because of that leapfrogging, there is a huge long-term market for news across Africa. But the monetization of it is going to be very different. I think in South Africa, people consume news for free. They've been conditioned to consume news for free. Very hard to convince them to go back. I think if you look at the rest of Africa as well, they're used to consuming digital services for free. So they've leapt straight from paper to Facebooks and Googles and WhatsApp. So, to now ask them to pay for news is going to be a very difficult sell. So news in Africa, digital news in Africa, I think it's very much going to be about market share through audience, but then monetizing it in other ways. Again, probably through e-commerce and other services that people value.